Hello everyone, my name is Tammy. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. This is hashtag Flip Through Friday, hosted by Gwen at Gwen the Trash Witch. I'm going to be flipping through because I pretty much have finished my fall journal. So I'm going to show you all my Paperbag fall journal. And then I do want to put out some mentions and some shout outs and everything to the person that I actually learned this particular style of making the Paperbag journal, and that's at Pam Von capital E little e journal maker. And then I will post the video below in the description, my description box. And then I want to shout out to and give a mention to who I use some digitals in this journal, which is at Hither and Jan Studio. I will have their website and their Ko-Fi listed in the description. And then at 7 Plaza Creative, and I will list her Ko-Fi. And then at My Porch Prints Junkjournals, and I will post their website. Let's see, there's some other shout outs I have. The pocket that I made in the back of this journal, I was inspired by 3 people. The first 2 is at Cindy A. Lewis, at Creating with Jovi, and it was their day 67 of 100 on their hashtag 100 days of pockets. I will also put their channels and Cindy Lewis's Ko-Fi, because there you can go to her Ko-Fi and you can buy her digital book on the 100 days of pockets. So yeah, if you're interested in that, it'll be in the description down below. And then Maggie at Journaling with Maggie. She also inspired me with that pocket as well, so I want to mention her. Definitely, I will probably mention her quite often throughout this flip through. And other mentions and inspirations is at Susan Gazaway, Paper Crafting 3749, and Candy at Candy Crafty Creations. Susan has inspired me with her collages. She is just so good at these collages and everything, and so that's what inspired me to collage, this journal in the first place, and everything. It's not like hers, but she gives me inspiration because I really love her collages. She's really talented and gifted with that. And then Candy, because she's roundabout gifted on several things. Her inspiration of art and everything is really, really great and everything. So I just had to add those 2 also in there. First off, I got some charms over here. And I did have this tied up with my ribbon and everything, but she's so large and everything that and I had to adjust it because I've already made this video once, and I went to edit it a little bit and I found that a lot of it was out of frame very badly, and I'm like, oh my, I'm just gonna have to redo the video. So I deleted the first video, and this is the second. So let's hope that it goes well and I keep things in frame this time. If I sniff a lot, I apologize. I really do, because I have been sick So my sinuses are acting up, so I will probably sniff here and there, and I may not realize or know that I'm doing it, so I just want to say that I apologize ahead of time for that. I did mention the fact that this is Flip Through Friday, right? And that it's hosted by Gwen at Gwen the Trash Witch. I may not have, but I'm saying it now. This is Flip Through Friday, hashtag Flip Through Friday. Hosted by Gwen at Gwen the Trash Witch. Just in case I had forgotten. I may not have. I don't know. Getting tired, so I'm not thinking really good. This is a little charm of beads that I got from Journaling with Maggie. Oh goodness, I can't even talk. And this is another charm from Journaling with Maggie as well. And these are ones that I attached and made and everything. There's this one that it could either be like angel wings or fairy wings, and a rose, and a butterfly, and a leaf. And then these two leaves and this one is burlap, and this is kind of like one of those silk leaves. And then I have this like little bling right here with an acorn on it and everything. I got a lot of this a long time ago at Dollar Tree. These are from Heather and Jan. I wanted to make sure they put 2025 and all that and everything. It's my fall journal. Like, it's not obvious, but I just wanted to put that, and because I imagine I'm probably going to have more than just this one in the future. And then I put little bling gems on the front of it. And then hopefully this is still in frame. Always worry about that, because for good reason I had things out of frame. I have two butterflies here. Those are also from Maggie. And then I've got things throughout. That's from a September fall kit from Heather and Jan Studio. That's what this came from, this cute little gnome tag. And I did print everything on a light colored parchment cardstock. And then I got a little bling and some lace. And then I made these myself. This is part of another masterboard I made. Yeah, and it had a dark backing, so I put a backing where when I journal on it and everything, be able to see it. And then that sticker is from Maggie. And then I watercolored this journaling card, and then I stamped it with leaves, and then I got a little gem fling on there too. And I stenciled this with ground espresso. It was like a gingham pattern with lots of colors and everything, but I ended up stenciling that. I thought it looked kind of cool. And then this here is like a hard type felt. So I made it kind of into sort of a belly band kind of. And then I don't think this shows up on camera, but I dotted this whole entire paper with a gold gel pen. And then I put a little tag in there, and I used little leaves that I have, like a leaf ribbon roll of the three different colors. So I put them on there and put a little gem on there and some ribbon. And then of course I decorated these with the leaves as well. And then I made these two little tags. And lightly stenciled them with certain parts of the stencil. They kind of remind me a little bit of Halloween a little bit, but they can also be journaled on. And then I put little gem blings on that and the burlap. And then I have a couple of journaling cards on here. And I'm still trying to learn how to make these look a little bit more vintage and grungy, but as you can see, there's a circle there and a circle there. But it's a personal journal, so it doesn't really matter that the circles are there. I don't mind them, but I do probably need to practice and get a little better at doing that. If anybody has any suggestions on how to you know, distress on the back of something without getting those little circles on there, I'd greatly appreciate it. And then I got another journaling card here. And put something on the back here so I can journal, and then check out these little cute little lambs. How cute are they? And they're in a little wagon. It's so adorable. And then this is another one of those felt leaves. And then this is a little wooden leaf and everything, and I stenciled that with ground espresso distress oxide, and I put a little gem there, and there's little leaves everywhere, and then a sticker from Maggie. And then one of the this is what I used from my porch prints. It was a little kit that came and an email from being subscribed to their email and everything. So, and I put one of Maggie's little charms on there. I don't know how this all was put together or anything. I just put it together the way I thought maybe it should go. So I hope I got it right and everything. It came with these little words, and I put lace on the front and back. Well, front and back. And then I made these little pockets, and then put some other little words. And then this came from Hither and Yon. And then these two. And like a big stamp. How pretty is that? That, if you can see that, it's really pretty. And then this looks like a little ticket, and cute little pumpkins. Those pumpkins are so cute. And then these. But this is definitely really cute, and I like the fact that it's like, you know, that's got to be a pumpkin spice latte or something. Something pumpkin spice for sure. And then I made this little journaling card to fit in there too, so that way had more in it. This came from Hither and Yon Studio as well. This is like a little flower that's kind of like a burlap, and then a little button in the middle. And I'd probably use it for journaling as well. And if that ends up being too dark, I'll just put a lighter paper. And then I took, as you can see back here, I had stenciled it as well. Again, I used ground espresso, and then I put the little gems here and the leaves there. And I don't have anything in these pockets yet. And then all of this, I'm pretty sure is from Hither and Yon as well. And they're so cute, aren't they? I really like that pumpkin one. And this pumpkin pocket, I like it too, but for some reason, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I did it right, but it just isn't holding those that good. I think it might have been maybe the way I glued it in. I'm not sure. But this is a cute little pocket too. I like it. It has pumpkins, sunflowers, a little bench underneath of a tree. That would be like a place I would want to sit and go and enjoy the autumn. And then this was a tag, the background, it was a tag that Hither and Jan Studios made, and I put some little bling gems on here and some lace, and then this was a fussy cut and I added it to it. And here's some more little cards, and then 2 little tags. How cute are those? I really like that one. That was really pretty. And so I stuck all those in there. And this comes from Seven Plaza, at Seven Plaza, on their Ko-Fi. I got this one, came with this one and this one. And I'll show you guys these here in a second. I'll just go back and show these real quick. But this is Hither and Jan. All of these. They're all tags. I think this is a card and these are tags. And that's a tag. And then on this side, with these, there's 2 more of these, but they have mushrooms on them, and I was going to use them in my other paperback journal. But look how neat these are. I really love these. They're really long tags, but they're so cute. I really like them. And it makes it nice that they're long because I can really put like a bunch of stuff on there. I don't know what it is. I can get things out. I can't get them back in, right? Do any of you have that same problem? You get something out of one of your pockets in your journals and you can't quite get them back in there, right? There we go. And these also came with that kit. A cute bird, a birdie house. And then this lady looks like she's like really enjoying those leaves and that fall breeze. She's definitely enjoying life. Oh, and I put little brads on these too, and they are pockets. I just don't got anything in these ones yet. And yes, I love pockets, and I love tags and journaling cards. Maybe someday I won't so much, but still right now I do. Hopefully when I flip this you can kind of sort of see it. I put lace here. This is actually like a paper that's like an ombre. It goes from an orange, fades into like more of a yellow color. And then I stenciled this also with brown espresso. And this also came from Hither and Jan, and I dotted it with a gold gel pen. I don't know if that's gonna show up or not on the camera. And then I stenciled the back of this too, and everything, and it flips up. And then I have 2 large journaling cards here, so I can journal on the back of them. And I got the green burlap ribbon here, and I got a lighter burlap here. It kind of makes it easier to pull these in and out of the pocket. at least for me anyway. And then I have two little tags. They both got the little stickers on I got from Maggie. And little journaling spots if I wanted to journal on these or anything. And then this here was actually an accident. I was, this was a really bright orange paper, and I was wanting to make it not so bright. So I was taking, I think my walnut stain, and I was trying to, you know, darken it a little bit. And a couple of places on the page ended up crinkling and everything, and I was still going over it, and it made this effect, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I literally just took it and just was like pinching it and deliberately making these and stuff, and then inking it, and I was like, oh wow, this is making a really cool effect. So I continued to do it, and it kind of feels like that like crinkled suede leather a little bit. I mean, I'm not sure if it looks like that so much, but it really looks cool, I think. It was kind of a happy accident for me. Because I never saw it anywhere or anything. I just literally, it happened and I went with it. And then like I put the lace here too. And then these are empty as well still. And then I stenciled only the corners here, and then I put little bling gems here. And then I made these two journaling card tags. I shouldn't say card, they're like little tags, but I made them to journal on. And then I made these tags from my first masterboard. That's the one I used in the front. I had extra left over, so I just decided to make tags with them. Plus I needed tags for inside this one. I think it's, yeah, it's part of the same masterboard. So I have that one, I have this one, pretty much the same, but that burlap texture in the back is really cool. And then I made this a pocket. It was it's burlap with lace across it. It comes in a roll, so it was already had the lace and everything on it. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what it would look like if I made it into a pocket. So I did. I think it turned out pretty well. And then I made this as a pocket. I don't have anything in it to show that it's a pocket. I think I forgot to put something in there. I put that in there, but I like it over here. But I water painted that and splatter painted it. And then I waited until it was dry and everything. And then I stamped it and everything. I think it turned out pretty good considering. But it was kind of fun. I had paint all over my face, my hands, my clothes by the time I was done. But got messy, but at least it was a blast. Then I made this, and I put a little gem here, and I put that leaf ribbon here, stenciled it, and then I put this really pretty shiny gold and orangish leaf. I really like this leaf, and it kind of sticks out a little bit of the journal, which I kind of like. And then I made this tag, has those little leaves on it, and one of those wooden thingies. I don't know what it is, can't remember. Just say thingy, I guess. That's what I usually do. Then I put a little gem. I think I should be able to journal back here if I wanted to, and everything. And I thought it turned out cute, and then I put some burlap on it, of course. And this, of course, had pumpkin ribbon. And then I stenciled this. I think I used walnut stain on this one though. And I made this tag and put the little, like the silk leaves on it, and then I used the leaves from that ribbon again. And then I used that same lace, but I distressed it so that way it looks darker. And then lots of nice space to journal on. I am sorry for my nose. Then I made another, to kind of fill it in and everything, I made another little card with some scraps that I had. These were scraps, so I made them in little teeny tiny cute tags. And I just completely distressed them on the back. It looks like they're coffee stained. Of course, I think it is espresso, the ground espresso. I think I did have that in there at one time. Well, maybe I should put this in first. Or I might have to get it back in. But how cute are those? Okay, then on this side, I stenciled this in espresso and put 2 little bling gems. And I decorate these. I have a video on decorating some of these and everything. And I put those little wood shapes of a leaf and pumpkin. And again, I stenciled those with espresso as well. And we shall try to open this up because I remembered I had put something in here. And it's these little really botanical looking little tags and stuff in there. Needed something in there, so I put these in. Can't remember what that backing is. It looks like, I'm not sure. But the stencil for this I got at Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure, and this raven's from a stamp set that I got on Amazon. And then where I learned these pockets, I will have them. I have it in the description below as well. The first time I ever seen it done was on Journaling with Maggie, and then she had a video, link to a video as well on how to make them, and I went and watched that. I will have that in the description below. I cannot remember off the top of my head what that channel was, but I will have it in the description along with the video. And if anybody's interested where I got this ribbon from, I got it from Amazon. And then I have 2 little tags on the side because I made this a side tuck pocket, and I have 2 of the stickers from Journaling with Maggie. I got ribbon at the top, and I put things on the back so I could journal on them. I like how they stick out of the journal on the side. And then I think, yeah, it's in here that I put the large journaling cards. And I used a stamp that I got from a giveaway that Cindy A. Lewis was doing, and I had won that. and I used it on this one. It says Fall Vibes, and this one says Harvest Blessings. And I kind of, my stamping wasn't very good that day, and so I took gel pens and filled them in with like kind of fall colors and everything. So that is that. Try to put these back in. Maybe. I have that in there. And I have to take the paper clip off of this so I get the other one in. Sorry if my hand is like so close to the camera, I apologize. I didn't want to glue this, so I decided with the paper clip. Later I'll probably make either a hidden paper clip or a decorative one or something. But this also came from Heather and Jan, and you open it up, and I have, of course, stenciled that. And I put some papers in here in case I needed extras to write on. And I got plenty of this because I usually do cut up my paper that I have on my table and repurpose it and use it for other stuff. So put that on there. And then I have belly bands on here on this one, and on the one on the other side I have belly bands, so I figure I'd change it up instead of pockets. I hadn't put some more belly bands in here, so I got these two little type of little tags. They're from scraps that I've used, so I was trying to use some of them up. And these ones I use acrylic paint just to blob and everything around, and then when they were dry I stamped them with the leaf stamp, and then I put a little bling on them, and then I made sure that the backs I was able to write on them. I made them a little bit stronger than what they were originally, so I backed these with this parchment paper. And I use the same scrapbook paper for these two pages. And then these are from Heather and Jan. They were tags, and then I took some of their fussy cuts and put a leaf fussy cut, a bird, and then a leaf and a gnome, which I absolutely love that gnome. And then I put a little bit of gem bling on there. Ain't they so cute? I think they turned out really well. Make sure I got that in the right one. And then this waterfall here is from Journaling with Maggie. It works really well. Just I don't do it right or something. It gets stuck. I mean, it's made correctly. It's just me. So, ain't that just so cute? I love this. I love her waterfalls. She usually makes a waterfall for each one of her journals she makes. I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, she's done a tutorial on it, and other people's done tutorials on these waterfalls, and I don't know, it's not clicking yet, but I'm convinced that sooner or later it will. It's just going to take practice. And then here's a tag from Heather and Jan, and then I got this cute little tiny tag here and a journaling tag. I just made this one because I thought it'd be cute. And I put lace here. I love this lace. I got it a long time ago from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if they have any of it left or not. I'm going to have to check because I really like using it. Okay, and then I put a belly band here with some sunflowers, and that came from Hither and Yon as well. And then I made this long tag, and this is one of the fussy cuts from their same kit and everything. I kind of wanted to make it kind of like pumpkin spice type themed. And then I made that tag from one of my master boards and the burlap. And then I made these. I kind of wanted it to look like coffee grounds. I think I kind of achieved it a little bit, I think. At least in person it looks that way. Don't know what it looks like on camera yet. And then this was a card from their kit and fussy cuts. So I put a fussy cut leaf in this little mug and a little bling gem. And then this is a biodegradable tan coffee filter, and I took the ground espresso ink and I inked around it to make it look like it had, you know, been used to make coffee. Sorry, my voice is getting a little hoarse. I hope everyone is well. And I'll put that there so that sticks out of the journal a little bit. I know I'm slow. I gotta put everything back. At least somewhat anyway. I was trying to jam pack this because this ended up gluing all kinds of weird because the way the journal's kind of bowing. So yeah, I got pockets here. Some of these I'm thinking about sealing up and not even using. And then I put some burlap right across here, and I inked this, and I made larger journaling cards so I can journal on the back of these. I'm planning for a lot of journaling space, so that way I can write down essential oil and essential oil blends for fall, and writing down what was it? Simmering pot recipes. I had these somewhere. I had them in here. I thought I was missing something. Okay, and then this is from Hither and Yon's kit too, and I put it on a paper that I stenciled as well. I think I did this in Walnut Stay though, and same with this one. And I made another little journaling tag and another little tag with a sticker from Maggie. And then I got a journaling card I made here and stenciled that, put gem blings on there, and then put this on here from the fussy cuts from Hither and Yon. Plenty of journaling space. Should probably put that in there. side, I have another journaling card with a dragonfly. But I stenciled that too, and I'm pretty sure I used walnut stain on it as well. So it's a nice journaling card. And the dragonfly fuzzy cuts from Ethereum, if I didn't mention that. This is two. This little moth. And I made this little journaling tag. And the same with this. And this is two different colored parchment papers, cardstock that I put them on. And that's a little pocket. Can't remember, did I have this on here? Maybe, I'll just stick it in there. Okay, and then we're at the end. And this is the pocket that I made a video where I put it together and stuff. And there's quite a few things in here that is made from the autumn kit from Heather and Jan. I put some burlap back here, and I put burlap flower with the button. And then I put a little Velcro dot on here to keep it closed because it's so thick and everything. So we have a pocket here, and we have a pocket here. Hopefully you see that. In this one we have a little card, and that's from, of course, Heather and Jan. Same thing with this, and this is texture paper on the front with some burlap ribbon, and then I put this on a Ritz cracker box, and I made it into a tag. I love the inside of the Ritz cracker box because it looks like a type of parchment, so I don't know if you can see that very well or not. And I put ribbon across all these. And down here I have a bunch of tags. I was like, oh, this has a tag. I remember now. I actually like collage attach those. My attempts at doing a better little collage and everything. Has some pieces from the Heather and Jan fall journal kit, some burlap and some lace, and it's a tag on a tag. And then this one I put a sticker on with a little lace, and it's a nice journaling card. And then a little tiny tag I made. Put a little bit of burlap on it. And then there's this like ticket from Heather and Jan. Put these back in real quick. I hope y'all are seeing this bottom one. I could probably pull this up a little bit just in case you didn't see the bottom flip pocket there with these tags in it. So it flips down, and there's that. And then these open up. In fact, I got this idea for this, flipping out like this, from Cindy A. Lewis and Creating with Jovi on their 67 of 100 days of, their 100 days, hashtag 100 days of pockets on their 67th pocket. I'll have all that information in the description below. If my voice is really low, I apologize. But they open up like this. Now, the other inspiration was journaling with Maggie, because she makes something like this a little bit, except she uses one side as a square and then one side as a circle, and when it comes together, it's so cute. If you haven't seen her video on that, you should take a look at it. She usually puts one of those in each one of her journals she makes as well, and I just love them. But you open it up and I have a pocket, a tiny pocket, and then a belly band. So we'll go over here first. We have this pocket here. It has a little teeny tiny baby tag, which I absolutely love. I know it sounds silly and it's really basic, but I think it's a cute little baby tag. And then I put this in here. I think it's supposed to be like one of those things, tabs, but I'm like using it more like a ticket or something. And then a small little card on there. It's cute. And then we have a little baby pocket. I have things on here, pumpkin, and I don't know, that kind of looks like an apple pie or something. And I made this label thing into a little tiny pocket. And then I have these. I have this, it's like a really pretty like stamp. And then this is part of that one belly band. It was too long, so I cut it, and then I just rounded the corners and inked it and figured, well, I might end up using that. So, and I ended up using it for a little teeny tiny pocket. So that worked out. And then over here, I made this belly band, and then I put the texture paper, and then on top of the texture paper, I put some of that burlap ribbon on there. And then this is another one of those that I'm kind of using as like a ticket thing, and then this one, and then this tag. And then she has such pretty braids. And then I think that's it. And hopefully you guys was able to see that. I should put these in, right? Oh, wait a minute. I did miss something. I missed these tags. I collaged that one too. I didn't put this little tab out far enough, but I didn't think I wanted to anyways, because I was afraid it would interfere with closing that. So, but I kind of collaged that. I don't think it turned out too bad. And then I collaged this one. This was a tag from Heather and Jan, and then I used one of their other little fussy cuts, and then I collaged that. So not sure, it looks really good. I think it's kind of cute. And then of course I put the fall leaf ribbons on here, and now it's a matter of getting this back closed and getting it to go down and seal. Yay! I did it. And this ribbon that I'm using to hold my journal down, I don't know where I got this. I cannot remember. I've had it for a very long time. I kept it and I kept on wanting to use it, and then I'm like, no, it's so pretty, I don't want to use it. And I decided I'm going to use it. But it crinkles up pretty good though, because I had to tie this pretty tight because my journal got really thick. So I hope that you all enjoyed it. I know I had fun making it. It's my first fall journal and my first paperback journal. I mean, I've made kind of journals, but I've not made them, you know, like this or anything. There we go. So I hope everyone is well, and take care wherever you are in the world. And I hope to see you guys soon. I'm hoping here soon I will have a video of a haul that I went to a shop that I've been really wanting to get stuff from, and it should be in soon. So as soon as it is, I'll make a video because I'm really excited about it. So that might be the next video, but I might try to do a video this weekend possibly, but I'm not making any promises and I'm not making any guarantees, but I will try. But if you don't see anything from me this weekend, you more than likely will see something from me either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So one of those days, definitely. I am working on a few things, and one is a coloring page from the Enchanted Forest coloring book. So yeah, I'll be showing that soon and everything. I'm just trying to figure out now what I'm going to make with it once I get it colored. So y'all take care now, and I'll see y'all soon or talk to you. Bye.